What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Smashley, and in this video I wanted to do a little follow-up video to the last video I posted about why I haven't been making content. If you are new here, you're going to want to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. On this channel, we talk about all things spiritual awakening, the light and the dark, so you can become aware and integrate, because that is necessary to become the version of you that can live out your infinite potential. And that phrase, I say it, I've been saying it for a little while at the beginning of my videos. We must become aware and integrate to become the version of us that can live out our infinite potential. And this relates to the last video that I posted about why I haven't been making content, because I'm going through this phase of deep isolation, where I am working through, like, obviously, low frequency energy that is in my shadow. And this is a necessary part of the ascension process. We need to normalize low vibe. We need to normalize feeling low vibrational emotions and knowing how to process that energy properly, not demonizing low vibe and not demonizing low frequency emotions or negative emotions. Like, it's literally all part of the human experience. And until we can totally understand that and accept that and um, work through that, like, you're just going to be repressing the energy in your field. So it's super important for the people that are in this and, like, are doing our emotion work and our energetic work to make it clear that it's okay to be low vibe, right? We have a epidemic in the spiritual community of thinking low vibe is bad, and that we just always should be raising our vibration and changing our thoughts and, trying to manifest. And it's like, that's just a phase of the awakening process until you stumble into deeper truth. When you align with a deeper truth of what the human experience is and what the truth of who you really are is, you will you will literally leave manifestation, having a high vibration, thinking better thoughts. You will leave all of that in the past. So that's kind of one way to gauge and assess where you are along your ascension timeline. If you are, like, in that phase still where you think that you're always supposed to be raising your vibration, and that low frequency energy is bad, that's, like, still a very dualistic perspective. And duality only exists in the human mind. So it shows where your consciousness is. And, even me, in that video that I'm referring to, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it down below, if you want to go watch it so you have a full picture of what I'm speaking about. But, or even in other videos, or like now, when I'm saying that the people in the spiritual community that are spiritual bypassing and think they're manifesting and raising their vibration and all that, that's not bad or wrong either. There's nothing that's bad or wrong. It's all part of the human experience. And when you wake up from the dream and have these glimpses into this consciousness, the truth of who we really are, then you come back into the dream, you have a different sense of what reality really is. And so, like, for example, if you had a dream that your best friend stole from you, but that never really happened, right? And then you woke up from the dream and then you hit your best friend up and you're like, bitch, you stole from me. And she's like, no, that was just a dream. And you don't let it go because you think your dream was real, right? No, you wake up and you're like, whoa, that was weird. That seemed so real, but it wasn't. And then, when your friend's like, I didn't really steal from you, you're like, oh, wait, yeah, that was just a dream. That's the human experience. When you have these glimpses into consciousness, and then you come back into the human form, like, wait, it's just a dream. And eventually, the whole journey back to consciousness is what we came for. We're all one consciousness experiencing life on earth through separate false identity characters that we all developed this ego, and it's all just like this game to play to return back to consciousness, the oneness, the truth of who we really are. And it's all a story. It's all been scripted already. And it's hard to explain. The mind can't wrap its mind around it. Like, the human mind can't perceive what wisdom. The human mind can't perceive wisdom. Okay, the wisdom is experienced from within. If you have not had that experience, there's no way you are embodying consciousness. So that's just something to consider wherever you're at on your awakening journey. And again, we have to, with people that are still in the human perspective, and there's like a whole scale of consciousness, and that's what the characters in the Bible actually depict, the different levels of consciousness. But again, there's nothing wrong with any of it. We have to remind ourselves that we're all humans here on this journey, and we're all God. We're all one. We're all the oneness. So it's all meant to happen. Everything that's happening is absolutely meant to happen. The only way we can come to total acceptance of everything is to remember that it's all placed here. It's all divinely orchestrated. It's all meant. It all has a purpose here on the earth. For whatever reason, when people are experiencing things, or like in my last video when I was talking about people being mean, that could be me getting my karma from another life, that I was mean to people, and now karma's playing out, and it's helping me process and release this dense energy out of my heart, which is genuinely helping me along my ascension timeline. So how could that be bad? How could that be wrong? Right? And we could go into deeper, darker aspects of this concept, and I know I would probably be like banned from everyone's reality if I really wanted to talk about some of the things that I could go into on this topic, but we'll just leave it at that. Whatever bad things you can think of people are doing, they are intentionally placed in this world as part of the game, as part of the story. And the people that are living those lives literally agreed to experience whatever they're experiencing. And it's all for the greater good of the evolution of consciousness in this story of Earth and Human, the greatest tale of all time. And more of this is going to start coming up, and more people are going to start shifting their consciousness. But where you're at, you're allowed to be there. You're allowed to feel whatever it is you're feeling and accept it. Learn how to process the emotions properly, feeling them from a place of non-judgment. Any type of trying to change is not accepting it. Any type of trying to raise your vibration or think better thoughts or feel better or go to the gym to change how you feel, gym is my therapy, that's all bypassing. You're trying to alter your state instead of dealing with the low frequency energy that is clearly coming up for a reason. So keep that in mind wherever you're at on your awakening journey. And one way to look at these people, if you're like looking down on humanity or feeling like people are doing things that are bad or wrong, whatever that may be in your eyes, is they're just not on the appropriate time, or you're not appropriate. That's not the word I'm looking for. They're just not in an advanced place on their ascension timeline, on their spirit's path to ascension throughout their lives in the illusion. They're not there yet. Okay, they're still in dealing with a lot of karma and taking out a lot of dense energies that they're going to have to process and release. So everyone has their own process, right? And everyone manifest into each other's lives to bring each other certain experiences. So no matter who shows up in your life and no matter who does what to you, you agree to that. You have a soul contract with that person. So how can it be wrong? It's helping you ascend. And the faster that you get to an acceptance of this, or allowing this whole game of the way this works to exist without judging it, and it's it's wild, okay? It's really a lot to experience. So I understand why there's still so many people, drowning their emotions or distracting, or what, everyone has their distraction tactics. I've talked about this a million times too. I don't need to get into it. But, I get it. I used to have way more tactics that I would use to distract myself than I do now. But, I still have my couple vices that I have. And I'm aware that when they're getting out of hand and when I need to get myself back to the processes, the experiencing of the emotions to transcend and integrate and ascend. And you will see eventually the people that are releasing the dense low frequency energy out of their bodies, they will be activating their DNA. The people that activate their DNA, we're going to know who they are. Okay, I'm not going to get into it because I've said too many things in too many videos that I've gotten like strikes on my channel for, and I'm afraid I can't even talk about what I really want to talk about, which is another reason why I haven't been making content, because you got to watch what you say on YouTube, especially, because they will strike your channel. So anyway, all is well, even in the low vibe, even in the negative emotions. Feel them, release them, allow them to exist from a place of non-judgment, and take a higher awareness upon what's going on here and how we interact with each other on this earth. It's all God appearing. It's all part of a story. And this story is about to get so good. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.